I'm in my penthouse.
You should join my game, and then you can come to my arcade.
You really think anyone is going to stop watching Dr. Disrespect, the CS goof around?
Wait, is he actually streaming now?
Yeah, last I checked, he was streaming on YouTube to 500,000 people. Probably gone up since then. I looked at the chat, and it was just like, you know how Super Chat has like colors that flash? Yeah. It could have given me a seizure.
Sometimes you don't want to be on top, you know?
Yeah, I guess that's not true.
Everyone's coming after you, you know?
Seems exhausting. I don't want any of that. Ow! It's a fly.
Did you say, it's a fly?
Yeah, it's a fly in here.
They're native to this land.
I always wonder how they get in here. Everything's closed.
That means there's maggots somewhere in your house, and they are forming into full-grown adults.
Well, that's terrifying. I don't know where they would be.
They're somewhere.
I just remembered that there's a strip club in GTA. Because I've been too busy playing arcade games.
Yeah.
I was literally about to have a conversation go, wasn't it weird how they didn't put a strip club in GTA 5, but it's in all the others? And then I went, wait, there is one.
Of course they did.
Yeah, the only problem is there's only one, right?
Yeah, they don't update it enough. They should add more to strip clubs like they do other
If it was like a real strip club, they would have changed owners, put in some new hot wings. I mean, how much would I have to pay you to name your kid Porsche?
Porsche?
That's probably a lot. I'm not crazy about that as a name for me.
Like the car, though.
I probably wouldn't do that for money, honestly, if I'm being real with you, dude.
Name your child 911 Carrera.
Yeah, I was saying, what car name would you be willing to name your child? Lambo?
Saab.
Lambo does sound Australian.
Hey, Lambo, quit fucking with the lawnmower.
Fuck off, Lambo. Get back to your room. Do your goddamn homework, Lambo.
I think I remember this race.
Yeah, we may have done this race.
This actually may have been before your time. I recall a young Joel Rubin getting stuck on this map at some point.
Ooh. They call... Nope. Find yourself in a small country town.
I was reading some IMDb.
Damn it, Joel! How do you do this every time?
It's just a death circle.
Maybe.
Turbid's dead. I just watched Turbid die.
I mean, this one's just called like NASCAR. It's just a NASCAR circle.
Oh
gosh, there is a lot of chaos. Do you guys enjoy NASCAR?
I don't.
No.
Okay, so who does? And why?
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
Is it very popular?
In the South.
Yes.
Charlotte, North Carolina, home of NASCAR.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people like F1. A lot of people like...
That's not NASCAR.
Okay.
I'm not dunking on it. I just feel like I sort of don't really get it. Is it not just cars driving around in a circle when NASCAR is concerned?
I used to not respect it. Like, I didn't like it, but I also didn't respect it. I do respect it once I started understanding, like, how hard it is to get a complex vehicle like that to move that fast for that long. Like, the races are just hours and hours. They'll race for 500 miles or whatever. And it's insanity. And how much effort it takes to just make sure the whole thing doesn't come apart while you're doing that. And that, like, includes driving ability. And, you know, it's very impressive.
They still have pit stops in NASCAR, right?
I think they have to, yeah. No car can go that long.
Yeah.
That fast.
Are they all modified?
They're stock car regulations, so, you know, there are certain things that they have to abide by.
No Teslas, they say.
I did like NASCAR's, I used to like the colors. All the cars are very colorful when you look at them. Jeff Gordon used to drive the DuPont car, which is all rainbows, which I always really liked as a kid.
I feel like if it's also just a culture where you kind of go and you get drunk.
Yeah, for sure.
And you watch cars in the sun for several hours.
They're all secretly wishing for a crash. That's the other thing. No one will admit it. It's like the fights in hockey. That's not the point of the sport, but that's what you're there for.
You want it, though.
Yeah, you won't admit it, but you want to see some death. I never actually watched a full NASCAR race until a friend of mine's like, you got to watch it. And it was the day Dale Earnhardt Sr. died.
Oh, no.
So that was the one NASCAR race I saw live.
You watched a man die?
A legend. Not a man, a legend. We're going to open up the rabbit hole right here in the first few minutes of this stream, Alana. But I'm going to go ahead and ask you, have you ever seen Days of Thunder?
No.
Add it to the list right after Lawnmower Man. Maybe before.
The thing with the amount that we bring up Lawnmower Man, sorry to do it again, Bruce is screaming in his grave, is that, like, nothing anyone has said to me about Lawnmower Man. It makes me feel like I want to watch it.
That's fair.
We made an argument for it this week on Filmhouse that basically we have cyberpunk because of Lawnmower Man. That's not really what it is, but...
That's quite a take.
You know how everyone's getting those cyberpunk racing chairs or whatever, gaming chairs? I want a Lawnmower Man gaming chair. Anyway, in Days of Thunder, there's a scene where two guys go to the hospital after a NASCAR crash. And then, but they're so competitive that when they're supposed to like head to the doctor in the hospital or whatever, they're both in wheelchairs and they have to race in the wheelchairs down the hall. It's the perfect film.
Oh my God. This is a comedy?
Nope. Very serious.
Okay. Excellent.
A fun-loving adventure.
What's the Will Ferrell one?
Talladega Nights.
Never saw that one. I don't know. I don't do comedies.
I know that about you, Adam. You hate fun.
I don't want to see other people having fun. Only I may have the fun.
Alana in first place. She's in first place. Watch her maintain this lead.
I am in first place.
She's going for it.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
There's the lead. Little bump it. Little bump and grind.
I'm trying not to hit her, but
Whoever's next to me was not trying. It's fucking Specimen, man.
Specimen has gone. She's gone heel. I don't like it.
Yeah, the heel turn.
She went rogue. We can't trust her anymore. It's just like
Rogue Nation.
Tom Cruise in... Oh, okay.
Sorry. I didn't know you were going there. I should have trusted in the bit.
If everyone just followed the same line, no one would have to bump into anyone. I remember as a kid, I would sit in red lights. You know, obviously I'm not driving, but my parents are driving. And we sit in red lights, and I watch the light turn green, and it'd be like, 4 or 5 seconds before you start moving. And I go, if everyone just saw the light turn green and hit go, we'd be across this intersection by now.
I do think I spent a significant chunk of my childhood trying to figure out how traffic was caused.
Yeah.
Like, it took me a long time to be like, but if everybody's moving all the time, where does the traffic happen?
It's usually one guy not paying attention.
Well, a lot of it's merging.
That, true. Yeah, the person who cuts you off and then puts their hand up and waves as if it was okay and saying, I didn't agree to this. You just cut me off and I don't want to die.
The wave doesn't mean shit. I don't accept your stupid wave.
But they always have that weird look on their face, like the lips are down, mouth's closed, like, sorry, there was no other way. And it's like, there was.
Or you get to a four-way stop, and then two cars pull up at the same time, and the car on the left guns for it because they think the rule is if two cars arrive at the same time at a four-way stop, then the brightest car goes, or some sort of dumb shit rule like that.
Whoever has the closest birthday to March.
I remember the first time that I encountered a four-way stop was with my mom when she visited, and we were sort of road tripping around the coast. Because we don't have four-way stops in Australia.
You got roundabouts or something?
We just waited until everyone else left because we were so fucking confused about who was supposed to go first.
Yeah.
We were like, is it left? Like, what is the rule for this? I have no idea what to do. Like, we didn't even know they existed until that came up. And just, terrifying.
I think in that instance, you were creating the
you
traffic.
probably created a little traffic 500 miles away.
And that's when I figured it out. 4 years ago. It was me the whole time. I did entirely take my hand off the acceleration at some point so that I could just scratch my hair. So that's roughly how seriously I'm taking this race. I also think you just lapped me again, Adam.
Well, I could see the head scratching of like, where did this traffic come from? That car seemed to ask.
Is there someone just chilling in the middle? Is that what I'm seeing?
And they're playing their horn. So it feels like you're at like a carnival.
I feel like at like a Mexican restaurant with the sexy mariachis.
I think I've maybe have mentioned this already, but I was like, just sitting around thinking about how much I miss actually going places and going outside and interacting with the world. And I was like thinking like, what am I going to do when I can? What do I really want to do? And the first thing that popped into my head was go to a Mexican restaurant where they have live mariachi. And I was like, I don't do that otherwise. Why is this the first thing that came to mind?
Yeah, Claire, you're known for how often you do that. You're a huge fan of that specifically.
I just want to see someone make guacamole in front of me. That's what I want.
Yeah,
that is good. That is good.
Well, I went from 14th to 3rd into 5th. What is happening?
Jesus Christ.
It's a mess. GTA is a mess. I'm going to come out and say it.
Wow, that's a bold statement, dude.
Yeah.
This new indie title needs all the support it can get. I feel like I make that joke every week, but, it is what it is. It's not my fault it's broken.